This week was primarily focused on laying a strong foundation layer for the project, both in terms of code structure and core authentication workflows, while aligning closely with the mentor's expectations around Git discipline and scalable architecture. I started the week by setting up Git the right way, not just initializing a repository, but consistently adopting a branching strategy that supports collaboration and review. I created a consolidated working branch instead of pushing directly into the main branch, and all feature level work was done through dedicated branches. Commits were made regularly with meaningful messages to maintain traceability. This week helped me understand why pull request matters, not just as a formality but as a control mechanism to protect the main branch and enforce review discipline. On the project structure side, I reorganized the backend to follow a clean separation of concerns. Routes, controllers, models, and services were clearly separated, and I focused on using and focused on using descriptive variables and function names to improve readability and long-term maintainability. I also introduced the concept of a service layer, which helped decouple business logic from controllers. This made the code base cleaner and easier to reason about, especially as features started to scale. From a feature implementation perspective, I began with authentication as advised by the mentor. And on the user side, I worked on sign up and login flows with proper validation, ensuring edge cases like invalid inputs and duplicate users were handled. I also implemented OTP-based sign up with a timer and recent functionality, which required careful state handling to avoid abuse scenarios. Alongside this, I implemented Forgo password functionality to complete the core authentication lifecycle. For the user profile module, I focused on both functionality and UX logic. I implemented profile display with user details, profile image, and address information, along with separate edit and view flows to keep responsibilities clear. I also added email update verification using OTP or token based confirmation and implemented change password functionality with proper validation checks. Address management was handled as a complete module supporting add, edit, and delete operations. On the admin side, I implemented admin authentication and started user management features. This included the ability to block and unblock users with confirmation logic, backend driven search with a clear cancel option, pagination to handle large user datasets efficiently, and sorting users in descending order so that the latest users appear first. These features were built with scalability in mind rather than just making them work for all small datasets. Going into the next phase, my focus will be on continuing the sequence recommended by the mentor, that is, stabilizing authentication completely, then moving into the home page, admin user management expansion, and eventually product related modules like brands, variants, product listing, and search using database aggregation. I am also preparing for a possible coding task during the review by keeping the code base clean, modular, and review ready.